A warm afternoon sun shines gently over Vivi's courtyard, casting soft golden light across the ground. A light breeze moves through the air, and small birds sing a quiet, lazy melody, creating a peaceful and calm atmosphere all around. Vivi lies on the grass, resting her chin on her hands, looking a little bored. Beside her, a small kitten sleeps curled up peacefully. Vivi looks toward the tall wooden fence that separates her yard from the neighbouring one. She has never seen who lives there. The fence is old and covered with ivy. Vivi stands up and walks over to the fence. She runs her finger along the rough wooden surface. Suddenly she notices a small round hole in one of the boards, hidden beneath a leaf of ivy. She gently moves the leaf aside and peers through the hole. On the other side she sees an eye, blue and curious, blinking in surprise. Vivi jumps back in surprise.
Hello?
The eye disappears, but a voice is heard from the other side.
Hello? Who are you? I'm Philip. We just moved in.
Philip's mouth appears in front of the hole.
Are you a princess? No, I'm Vivi. And this is my garden. Do you want to come over and play in my garden, Philip?
Without waiting, she immediately runs to ask her grandmother for permission. With Mirko, they ran off, the wrong way at first, then back home to ask Granny.
We have to go right now. It is over there. The timing is perfect.
Oh, my dear.
Just wait and see.
Vivi was very good at convincing. She spoke with excitement, her eyes shining. Granny smiled and quickly agreed. Soon she returned with a big tray of cold lemonade for their new neighbour. She walked to the gate and opened it wide. And through the doorway, Philip stepped inside. He looked around the yard carefully, first at Granny, then at Vivi.
Come on! I'll show you the magic.
Without waiting, Vivi rushed over and led him into the yard. Vivi led him to the middle of the yard, where the old stump was waiting, ready for play. Philip didn't wait for a moment. He was already making up a game, as if he had been waiting forever.
Let's be pirates! And the garden is the ocean!
Vivi clapped her hands, and as if by magic, a little water appeared. It shimmered and began to grow until it became a wide, sparkling sea. Then suddenly the old stump rose up, growing bigger and stronger until it transformed into a pirate ship. Mirko began to glow, and in a moment he turned into a big, soft tiger. The magic turned Vivi's backyard into a wide ocean, and she and Philip became brave captains sailing across seas and adventures.
I'll be the captain! Cast off the bow line!
Vivi stepped up to the wheel and took her place as captain. They laughed and played, steering the ship together like real captains. The waves rolled gently beneath them, and the wind carried their laughter across the sea. Vivi held the wheel with a bright smile while Philip gave playful commands, lost in their grand adventure. The ship sailed bravely forward when suddenly Vivi spotted a problem.
Oh! Storm ahead? Let's start it! Storm ahead!
Vivi grabbed tightly onto the mast as the ship pushed through the eye of the storm. The wind howled around them, but for a moment, everything felt still. She held on, steady and brave. But the deck wasn't covered in huge, frightening waves. Instead, it was filled with big, soft leaves that gently washed over the ship. They moved slowly, like a calm, green sea. And like a true tiger, Mirko stood strong. With a deep, gentle sound and a soft touch of his paw, he calmed the leaves. One by one, they drifted away.
We need to work together.
Back to where they came from. But the ship was still stuck. Vivi and Philip looked at each other. They knew what to do. They had to work together to set the ship free. They heard a strange sound coming from the place where Granny once kept her flower pots. Now, on a rocky throne, an enormous frog appeared. Not scary, but rather funny. It sat there proudly, looking at them with big, curious eyes. And then the frog spoke.
Krauk!
A kraken! Prepare the cannons!
As for the kraken, it didn't even know it was anyone's enemy. It simply tried to catch every bubble in its path, and in the end, it lay down to rest. And just as the ship had appeared on the sea, it faded away again. In its place, the old stump stood quietly in the middle of the garden.
A treasure map! Oh? 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3.
The spot from the map was marked with an X, and they didn't wait, they started digging. Philip grabbed a small shovel and Vivi used her hands, scooping the soil with excitement. They didn't dig for long before the shovel struck something, clink. Carefully, they uncovered a small metal box and lifted it out of the ground. They opened it. Inside were colourful, shining glass stones. A treasure glowing with magic, and among them,
It's a pirate's
a small
fortune.
silver key appeared. Vivi picked it up, and in that moment she felt the magic inside it. Through the window, Granny had been watching their game, and she baked pirate cookies for the tired little sailors.
Here are some pirate treats for you two.
That evening, Vivi lay in bed, filled with excitement for the day ahead.
Tomorrow will be another adventure.
She smiled softly, thinking of everything that might happen. A brand new adventure was waiting for her tomorrow.